Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room today. I'm starting something a little bit different today. I have my Zoom going. So just let me share it to my VIP group here. There we go. Now everybody can watch. So I'm doing this with Zoom because I thought that way with Zoom you guys can see my face for briefly because I haven't got around getting StreamYard working yet. And I used to use Streamlabs, but some people were having issues viewing it. So I stopped using that and I just haven't got the StreamYard going yet. So I wanted to say hi. Hello, Connie and Norma and Yvonne and Sharon. Hey, welcome, welcome. And everybody else that's out there and not commenting. Hello, Carmen. Still having throat issues. Darn. So what do you think of the color of my sweater? Isn't it pretty? I do believe it's really close to polished pink. What do you think? Do you think, oh, you can't see it because I've got myself, hang on. There. What do you think? Do you think it's close to polished pink? I think so. I love it. Put that away. I love it. Oh. Hi, Jean. Hi, Connie. Thanks. Yes. Okay. Just let me go back here because I'm not finished saying hi. So how you doing? How was your day? Did you get anything accomplished? Did you have snow? I hear there's snow going to be happening everywhere, including the the east side of Vancouver Island starting tonight. Ooh, bad hair day. They're calling for like 2 or 3 days of snow warnings, and it's going to be ugly. All right. So you're done looking at me. I know. Let's look at my hands because I have the card out, and I also received a couple of cards this since the last time we were live, and I want to share them with you. But there's three important things that I need to remember to do. So don't let me forget. Okay, I guess it's 4. Number 1 and 2 is I have to do the draw for the last two Share It Saturdays for the 26th of March and the 2nd of April. So don't let me do that. I've got the wheels all set up. I just need to push the go button. The other one is I need to ask you a really important question. And then the fourth one is stay tuned. There's a surprise coming on Thursday. Because I'm not going to be here Friday. So we're going to do our collaboration night on Thursday instead of Friday. Sore throat, congestion, cough, and sneezing. Oh, yeah. Well, I've tested myself twice, Jean, so I know it's not COVID. But when we were up visiting our northern grandchildren, our lovely granddaughter was sick. And she, of course, I didn't go all the way up there to wear a mask and stay away from her. So I'm putting up with the consequences. You know, it happens. It's grandchildren. We do strange things for our grandchildren. I'm on the downhill slide. It's actually better. But now hubby's got it and he's not on the downhill slide yet. Okay, so this is the card we're going to make tonight. I think the stamp set and dies that I am most upset about them retiring is Sailing Home. And I don't think I'm going to get rid of this bundle. I think I'm going to keep this one because I really, really like it. So I paired it up with Oceanfront and some waves of the Ocean designer paper. Hey, Valerie. So we're going to be making this tonight. Kissing granddaughter. I know, they snot all over us and we love them even more for it. Okay, so let me take the note out of here. I got this card from Janet. It's not our anniversary, but it's a thank you card. And I absolutely love it. Look, there's nothing here in the corner. Isn't that stunning? And she used all-time favorite designer paper as well. And then you open it and look at this. It's got this pop-out thing. Look. Ooh. Ah, I like this. This is a gorgeous card. Thank you, Janet. I love it. She even did some die cutting in here on top of some more of the designer paper. And then this one, there's die cuts, and when you fold it, it folds down inside like that. I'm gonna have to make one of these cards. It is a stunning card, and it is cool, Valerie. I love it. So if I remember correctly, these are not retiring. Maybe we'll have to remake this card. What do you think? Should we remake Janet's card at some point? We'll have to use, well, no, I still got some of this designer paper. So we can, thanks, Yvonne. We can make it exactly the way Janet made it, except for the happy anniversary. I've got all the stuff, even though most of it's retiring. Yes, remake is, yes, indeed. Okay. Put her note back inside so I don't lose it, because the notes are just as important to me as the cards are. And then this one, let me get the note out from inside this one. This one came from Valerie today. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, you would think that this would be the sentiment, but look what she did here. That's embossed with the Time Worn Type embossing folder. And the sentiment is down here. She used that layering vellum along this edge and some silver foil. And this is the prized peony that is retiring as well. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think this was called Big Wish or something, wasn't it, Val? I didn't get that one. But another gorgeous card. Okay. Let's see if I can get through this without my voice acting weird. So I'm using Oceanfront. I love this stamp set. I didn't get it right at first, and then I wondered why I didn't get it, but I love it now. And the reason I love it is because of these dots. Well, I love everything, but it's because of those dots, because you can put texture on so many things with just those dots. We're using that. We're using Sailing Home. This one is going with my Lovely as a Tree stamp set in my never get rid of drawer. That one and the matching dies. So there's the dies that go with it. Major storms starting tonight. Schools have already canceled school for the next 2 days. Up to 2 to 3 feet of snow. I'm all tucked in for the weekend or for the week. Oh, Jean, stay safe. That sucks. I'm going to use the birds from the Waves dies to put the seagulls in. And then this piece is die cut with one of the stitch rectangles, and it's the third to the largest one. And I just realized that I didn't get my machine out. Hang on, you know me, I got to get it out. Oh dear. Just when I think I'm ready, I'm not. Okay. All right. So I have my kit. Nice. Oh, I changed it up. Look at this. I changed it. So this one uses Night of Navy. This one's using Pacific Point. Hope it's the same card kit. Yeah. Oh, because I use different designer paper. This one I open this way. Life is Grand Sentiments. Okay, thanks, Val. Yeah. This one opens this way. This one's going to open this way. And then there's a piece of basic white for the inside. I didn't do much exciting on the inside. Basic white on the inside. And then on the front, I changed up the designer paper because apparently I've used a lot of this and I'm running out. So I matched the color in here. Then I have a piece that's going to cut out the rectangle. Then that is 5 1/4 by 4. This is 2 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to do the bits and pieces and the birds, and then this is for the sentiment. And of course, an envelope. We need the moisture badly, but forgot to tell God. Oh, isn't that the truth, Jean? Sometimes we just forget that we got to tell people these things, right? This one is not big enough. That's because it's not supposed to cut that. Okay. Hello. Okay. I'm going to cut this out. Let's get my Post-it note pieces so it stays in place when I whip around to do it. Ouch. Yeah, we had a really strange day today. I had a couple of people over stamping, or one was stamping, one just came over to talk because she couldn't make it to a class a couple of weeks ago. So she came over today and did my tulips and windmills class, and the sun was shining and it was absolutely stunning outside. By the time we had finished and I got out for my walk, it was overcast and it was cold. So I was glad I had a sweater on underneath my coat. Okay, I'm done with those ones. Keep that because there's a lot of usable paper in there. Okay, now do some stamping. I'm going to stamp basic gray. Where's that? So these are the colors that I'm using: Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Mossy Meadow, Soft Suede, and Crumb Cake. So I need the basic gray to stamp the lighthouse and the sailboat. Just do that. Inky, inky, inky. Yeah, so it was nice having an in-person stamping time today. Of course, I had to wear a mask because I'm sick. I'm still not going out without my mask on. I don't care what the government says. I'm keeping my mask on. Okay, there's the sailboat. And then I'm going to stamp the inside and the envelope while we're at it. Just find that. Right there like that, and I'm leaving it up in the air because I'm going to put those little dots underneath it and make it look like water. Yeah, the masks are, I'm not feeling safe enough anymore yet. I did go to the post office this morning though. Yeah, I've been up there to say hi to the ladies, and there's a gentleman that works up there too. So I hadn't been up there to say hi to them in a long while. So I walked in and I said, hi. I haven't been here in a while, and I had 27 catalogs that I was mailing out. So I lifted these things up and put them on the little table they got in front, and they went kerthump. And she said, oh my, you've been saving up. Yep, I have. So if you are one of my Canadian customers and you've ordered from me in the last 12 months, your catalog, and you live out of town, your catalog went in the mail today. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be coming your way soon. We also had a spring-like day, sun shining, beautiful evening. It's hard to believe. Oh, yeah. I hate it when the weatherman's right, Jean. As you know, sometimes you just wish they'd be wrong. It's coming, Val. Went in the mail today. Oh, Jean, you haven't got your, oh, didn't arrive before the snow arrived? Uh-oh. I got my bulk mailed one today. Stamping Up mails the demonstrators all our own catalogs, and they send them bulk rates, so they can take up to 6 weeks to arrive. But luckily mine arrived today, but I already had mine because I signed up for the online convention that's happening this month, and we get ours early. That's why I signed up for the convention, because of the free stamp set and the catalogs that we get early. Oh, hello, Carla. Me too. I love this set. Come on, let go. I love it even more when I get things die cut properly. Makes my heart happy. Okay, now the birds. Can't lose my birds. I think I'll put them, oops, on the back of a piece of Post-it note. Uh-oh, where's my cookie tool? With those dies. Because I didn't put adhesive on the back. That was kind of dumb. There. So remind me, they're on my little piece of Post-it note. I think that's it for that piece. Now we can color this. So I looked at pictures. I got the bottle one. What's it called? Bottled happiness. So I had to buy the punch. We'll see what I come up with it with. Could be interesting. Are you doing, oh, you said you haven't got yours yet, so you don't know. I was going to say, what stamp set did you get if you going to on tour? Okay, so I looked at pictures of lighthouses and discovered that they're red and white striped. So that's what I decided to do with this lighthouse. Making the top red. Like that. And then just picking every so often and doing a bold red stripe. Like this. I've done it so that the whole thing is red. I've done it so that it's gray. I've done it so that it's white. But this one is the traditional lighthouse colors. I did the Oceanfront and the On the Horizon for my boy's birthday the other day, as it reminded me of, oh, Gillies Bay on Texada. Yes. Good choice, Val. Sorry, I can't color and read the comments at the same time. Oh, that's awesome. I bet he was excited to get it. Okay, so that was dark real red. Now I'm going to use dark Daffodil Delight and do the window, because you know the light's on inside. And then I'm going to take, oh, you're a customer that buys too much. I didn't think that was possible, Jean. Is it possible to buy too much? I don't think so. You know, you've got to be ready for snowstorms. If you didn't have all your stuff, whatever would you do in a snowstorm? And us here, it's whatever would you do in the rain? We don't get a lot of snowstorms here, but holy macaroni, we get rain. There. So this is number 500 of the new brown ones. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to use, what's this? This is Dark Balmy Bay, Dark Balmy Blue to do the sailboat. Now, I did the whole sailboat on that one. This one, I don't think I'm going to, because I kind of want it to remind me of our sailboat, and ours was white with a blue stripe. So I'm just going to leave that like that. And then I have some light misty moonlight, and we'll do the water around the boat, because I'm using misty moonlight as the water from Oceanfront. There we go. And then, Jean, that used to be me till I decided if I was going to spend how much just want to join. You're right. But not everybody wants to join. So I'm going to do, this is, hang on, can't do this and talk at the same time. This is dark smoky slate, and I just wanted to do the mast in dark smoky slate. There, all the coloring is done. So those pieces are done. We'll move them off to the side, out of the way, so I don't ruin them. Okay, now I get a piece of dirty paper here, just in case I stamp off what I'm stamping on. This is the inside, and it's all done. Okay, so at the top, we're going to use, so this stamp set, let me just get it out here. Oceanfront has these three main pieces. You can use them in any order. You can use them as sky or water or grass or dirt, or whatever you want. So I'm going to use this one, the big square one, as the sky, and I'm going to do that in balmy blue, because that's the color that I have in my sailboat. So we'll just ink that up. And it's going to go now. It's crooked up there, but it's straight down here. So I'm going to up towards the top, but I want to make it kind of straight so that the horizon is relatively straight. There we go. And that's all you have to do. There you have your sky. You don't have to do anything else. I love it. This is a perfect stamp set for people who like to make scenes. Misty Moonlight. Bye-bye Misty Moonlight. Now, I thought that this one was going to be really close to Starry Sky, but look at the difference. This one is a lot more towards Pacific Point. So this is the Pacific Point cardstock. So it's a lot more that way than it is towards this or Night of Navy. And I used it in a card the other day. Oh, Jean, I love the new ink colors. Oh, I had so much fun. I was creating my May class is Seize the Day, which another stamp set I'm sad that is retiring. And I got to use the new in colors and the new in color glimmer paper on them. Oh my, they are so fun. I love them. I really love them. I use, there's five, of course there's 5 colors of the glimmer paper. All 5 of the new ink colors are in the glimmer paper, and I use them all on the cards. Okay, so I'm going to line this stamp line up with that line there, and this is the water. Now you can leave a little horizon in between, or you can kind of overlap them a bit. And we'll just stamp that. Perfect. See how perfect it is every single time without any effort at all. Did you guys see the new glimmer paper? Did you see it? Look at this. I'll keep it out. If I have time, I'll show you in real life the new glimmer paper. Okay, now I'm going to use crumb cake. and this piece. Now I thought this piece went like this. No, I thought this piece went this way, but it doesn't really match up. So I use it this way. And I don't think these stamps are meant to match up. They're kind of meant to be a little bit whimsical. So I'm inking up with crumb cake, and then I'm going to stamp it right about there. Overlap that a bit. Put away crumb cake. Now time to, oh no, can't put away crumb cake just yet. I still have to do the dots. So I'm using soft suede and the rock. Now the stamp set has a set of 2 rocks and one big rock. So I'm just going to add in here part of the big rock over on the side, and then part of the big rock down here. Look at that. Is that what? Oh, I just love, love, love this whole stamp set. I'm using it all. Okay, Mossy Meadow. Now this is one of those pads I cleaned, so we'll see how good it works tonight. Okay, this one is the one that has the grass ends on it. Let's see. Maybe this is the Mossy Meadow I didn't clean. Let's get it good and inky, because I'm going to stamp it right about there. Perfect. And then there's, yes, Valerie, it is a perfect stamp set. There's little grasses. So we're going to add a few little grasses in here. We'll put one here. And we'll put one down here. Oh, there's a little bit. Let's just add a little part of a one in there. There we go. That's the grasses. So there's our scene. See how easy it was to make that? Now, the dots. Go back to my crumb cake. And I'm going to add the dots on the sand. And just fill in like that. See? Now you can go over the rocks too if you want. And then I'm going to, it is easy, Jean. It's very, very easy. Now I'm going to get balmy blue, and I just have to clean my dots, get rid of the crumb cake, because we're going to put balmy blue underneath the boats on the inside and the envelope. And not only is it easy, but it's quick too. This doesn't take much time at all. Hey, Marcia. Hello, how's Texas doing today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is my inside piece, and I'm just going to put some dots around here just to make it look like it's sitting on the water. And then the envelope as well, because I never send out a card with a naked inside and a naked envelope. There we go. There's the envelope. And the only thing I have left to do is Misty Moonlight and the sentiment. So I'm just going to use this piece for the sentiment because I only need a little bit and I have to hand cut it anyway. So might as well use that one instead of using up another piece. Hot. Oh, lucky you. When people say they're going to hot and sunny vacation, they go to places like where you live. And this is being stamped in Misty Moonlight. Who else is going to miss Misty Moonlight? I love this color. I'm hoping that when they do a color refresh at some point, they bring back Misty Moonlight. I'm going to miss it. Okay, so I'm just trimming it up here. like that. All right, I think we have all of our pieces. Oh, we need our birds. I have to put them on here. I have to get some glue on the birds so that they'll stick when I want them. Don't like the heat. Oh, yeah. Where I live, which is on the west coast of Vancouver Island, BC, Canada, it's on the most of the island, it's pretty temperate, except where we live. We live in a valley that's surrounded by mountains. And on three sides, and the ocean on the fourth side. So in the summer, we can get up to 45. Yeah, Jean, Valerie, I'm going to miss it too. And Jean, cinnamon cider. Yes, that's another one I love. So last summer, when it was so hot everywhere, it was really hot here. And somebody went down by our train station, which is downtown, only a block away from the ocean, and measured 55 degrees Celsius. Not my idea of a fun time. We were home that day that they did too, and holy macaroni, it was warm. I like putting my dimensionals on the sentiment before I cut it in half. It's just easier than dealing with two little tiny pieces. So hopefully I've got it. Oh, not too bad. That one could have been over a bit more, but we'll deal with it. Okay, now this lighthouse is also on dimensionals. So we'll get those on. Oops. Come on, get off my finger. Very welcome, Marlene. You're going to have fun with it. And it's, you know, it's one of those relatively inexpensive ones that is kind of a sleeper stamp set. You don't know that you really need it until you watch somebody creating with it. Okay, that's on dimensionals. Let's get rid of this ugly, dirty paper and we'll do some assembly. Oh, but you know what I didn't get out? The jewels. Oh, they're right there. Good. Thought I had put them away. Okay, so we have our art piece, as it's called. And then we got our bits and pieces. Come on, sailboat, where are you? Sail over here. And the designer paper. Okay, so while I'm deciding this, tell me, which side should I use? Well, should I use the dark side, like I've done there, or should I use the light side? Which side? I'll take votes on the dark side or the light side while I assemble this part. Okay, so this is going to go on first because it's the critical one. Where's my little garbage can? There we go. It kind of says where the rest of the stuff is going to go. So we're going to stick it down here off to the side. Right about there. Light side. Okay, I'm missing all the comments. Hang on. Going for the dark. Okay, dark side. Light side. Dark side. Dark side. Dark side from Norma. Marlene wants light side. And Carmen says light side. Oh, look, by one, the dark side won, unless somebody else has an opinion. The dark side won by one vote. Getting a little bit of adhesive on my sailboat here, and I can't get up into the point, so I'm just going to stick some combo on there. because I want it to stick down well. Okay. And this is going to go right, right there, I think. Oh, let's go down a bit. I want to leave room to put the birds on there, but I can't get them too close to shore, or he'll go aground. I don't want it to go aground. Okay, now come our birds. These birds are shaped different. This one is a little steeper than this one. Oh, Sharon is dark. Now we're 2 over. You won a couple on Friday night, Valerie. Okay, so there. And the dark one. Thanks, Carla. So we'll put the adhesive on the light side. I think if I had used just jade in there, it might have been different, but I didn't. Let's put the dark part at the bottom. Wait, let's get the card going the right way. So yesterday, when I was doing my cards for the Seize the Day class, I built one upside down. Yep, it's one of those left-handy cards for my left-handy kid. We have twin sons. And on Sunday, this coming Sunday, Easter Sunday, they turn 42. Can you imagine 42 and I'm only 23? How the heck did that happen? Anyways, they're called identical fraternal twins because they started from one egg, but it separated before they started to grow. So they each had their own placenta. So that's an identical fraternal twin. And then they're mirror image because one is left-handed, one is right-handed, and one's hair goes this way, the other one's hair goes this way, the swirly at the back of the head. Yeah. So I don't do things normal. And there's no twins in our family at all. They just showed up with us. And when you have twins, when you're pregnant and you haven't had twins before, your chances of having twins is 1 in 86. That's everybody's, well, it was at that time. That's everybody's chance of having a twins. Then once you've had twins, it goes down to 1 in 4. Oh, Jean. How can our children get that old? I don't understand. I never thought of myself as old till my kids turned 30. That was traumatic for me. Okay, so I'm putting a happy birthday on here. So when, after we had the kids, the doctor said to me, do you want to have more kids? I said, nope, because nobody could guarantee me I wouldn't have triplet boys next time. And I told him when I had my tubes tied, you're probably thinking this is way too much information. I said to him, so when you go in there, you better take a foot out of that sucker, because if I get pregnant again, you're raising them. Well, thankfully it worked. I just can't imagine having more than 2 kids. Not my idea of a good time. Okay, this is the inside. And I know lots and lots of people do, but it wasn't in my idea. There we go. There's the card. Wow, Valerie. How do these children get this old? So there, that didn't take too much time to build that gorgeous card. And I could go in with my Wink of Stella now and put a little bit of Wink of Stella right on the horizon. Gives it a little bit of a something there. And I'll put some down here on the water, and we'll put a little bit up on the birds. There we go. Just a little bit. Well, let's give it the glass some sparkle too. There we go. Don't want to give it too much. Oh, that's different, Valerie. Thanks, ladies. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind. Oh, I didn't put the bling on. Uh-oh, hang on. The Waves jewels are sold out. I'm sorry. The Waves designer paper is sold out. I'm sorry. But you can still get the bundle. The stamp set and the dies are in the new big catalog. And I'll put one there. And we'll put one here. Oh, I put a green one there. Ooh, look at me being all changing up. Put a green one down on the green in the grass. Don't like it there. We'll put it there. There we go. Glimmer paper. Yes, I'm not done yet. I have the 4 things I need to do. 5, because I want to show you the glimmer paper. Okay, stop talking and show you the glimmer paper. Oh my God, ladies, I hope you're sitting down because you are going to love this stuff. I'll get out the full sheets. Okay, this is, what is that S word? Hang on. Sweet sorbet. And they've done it ombre, so it's darker and then it goes lighter, lighter, lighter. Yeah, Shanna will be happy. So that's sweet sorbet. This is parakeet party. I love these colors. This one is Tahitian tide. I had to order more of these this today because I've used it. Then, hang on. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference between the two. So if you just look at that, you think, oh, that's the Orchid Oasis, but it's not. This is the Starry Sky, because this is Orchid Oasis, and there is a bit of a difference. But if you didn't see them together, you could very well use this as Orchid Oasis. So there's Orchid Oasis. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Do you want a sneak peek of my cards for my next class? I'll have to do them fast though. Hang on. So this one, you ready? You ready? Here we go. This one is a shaker card. That one's gone. So this class is May the 25th. So it will come out in my newsletter next week. Then this one uses the new brushstroke specialty paper and the sweet sorbet. I'm such a tease. What do you think? I love that paper too. This one is a bit different. This is kind of a funky technique-y thing. And this one has the Orchid Oasis. So those are the 3 for the class. And then this one, if you get my tutorial subscription, this is your bonus card. And that uses Tahitian tide and here, look, it uses Tahitian tide and Orchid Oasis glimmer paper at the same time. Don't those go together gorgeous? I love it. I love it. So that's coming the 25th. Okay, now I have to clear the decks here because I have to get at my computer so we can do the draws. Oh, and the important question is, do you want me to continue doing my lives at 8 o'clock, or do you want me to move them up and do them at 7 or 7:30? So while you're thinking about that, I'm just going to get my computer ready to do the draws. And you can let me know what you think. Okay, here we go. Got to unplug my phone, take it over. So This is the Share It Saturday for March the 26th. So let me get rid of the heading. And here we go. For the people who participated and shared a card on the March the 26th one. Ooh, Connie. Yay, Connie. Woot, woot. So Connie put in 2 cards, so she was in the draw twice. And she lives in the States, so I can't send her the little gifty that I normally do, but I will send you a card, Connie. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, this one is April the 2nd. There we go. And we will let her rip. And the winner for April the 2nd is Yvonne. Yay, Yvonne. There we go. Go back over here. Sorry, just let me put that there. And let me go back over to Facebook so I can, yes, congratulations to Connie and Yvonne. I will get your cards in the mail to you. Hello, did I say hi to Carmen? I can't remember. I can't remember who I said hi. 7:30 or 8. Okay. What does everybody else think? Leave it at, it's late for me, but I can do the read. Yeah, I know. When you get over on your side of the country, it gets to be a little bit late at night. On grits? Marlene, what does on grits mean? So, oh, congrats. That's funny. Don't you love autocorrect? So let me know what you think about the time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Carmen, with it being later, getting light later in the day, that it probably, but maybe in the fall, we'll switch the time up a bit and I'll start at 7 instead of 8. It's just that for people on the East Coast or in other parts of the world, it's a bit early for them or late for them to stay up, especially for the collaboration night. And that one, I think, is the one that really needs to have the time changed. Oh, 8 o'clock works for you, Norma? Oh, good, Carmen. I didn't forget after all. It's been one of those days, you know. Okay, well, that's it, ladies. Don't forget, Thursday night at 8 o'clock, right here, we're going to do collaboration night instead of Friday because I head out camping again on Friday morning for the weekend, for Easter weekend. And then I'm not home for Make It With Me Monday either. So there won't be a live on Monday. So I thought, well, we'll just do collaboration on Thursday. Oh, yes, Jean, it's time for bed. I agree with you. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much. Goodbye on Facebook. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.